Hey everybody, this is Tam Yoder and you're watching the Daily Review. So today I have another part of the Soul of Chogokin Megazord. Today we're going to be focusing on Triceratops. So we've already checked out Tyrannosaurus and Mastodon. Today we have Triceratops. Tomorrow we'll have Sabertooth. And then the next day we'll have, so then Friday we'll have Pterodactyl. And then on Monday, we'll show how to combine them together. So you may be asking, why Monday? Why not Saturday? Well, Saturday, it's a good question. Saturday, I will be at Ekman's Toy Show. And I'll be doing an upload from there. But on Sunday, I will be doing the drawing for this comic book. So you may ask, how do I win this comic book? Another good question. What you want to do is watch this video, wait till the very end. At the very end, there will be some pop-ups that will suggest some videos that that you should watch. And one of them on there is going to be the video on how to win this comic book. Also, down in the comments, there will be a link to my Facebook page. And my Facebook page will also have a post on there about winning this comic book. So you'll need both of those. You'll need to watch the video, and then you'll need to go to Facebook and do what basically the video tells you to do to win the comic book. So you have a chance to win the comic book and potentially more. So go ahead and watch that video. It'll be very good for you. So I guess, what else is there to do now except for open up the box and get this Triceratops out. Alright, so we're back, and here we have Triceratops out of the packaging. And something interesting about this figure in and of itself is that these panels right here pop out to make them wider. And I do dig that. The only issue is that they don't lock. So they're very easy, if you accidentally bump them, they're very easy to push back in. So it's not hard at all. See, it's very easy to push back in. And they're a little bit of a pain to pop back out. See, they're not as easy to pop out as they are to push in. And there's no lock. It feels like there's a lock. Like you come out and you'll hear almost something like a click, but it's not that. Oh, I accidentally pushed the wheels down. And the treads have no wheels in them. There's no wheels. There's no tread or anything like that. And with this being such a an expensive figure, for everything that they've put into it to leave those type of details out, I don't understand. They could have put some kind of maybe small wheel underneath here so that it would at least roll. No, nothing. Oops, this claps down. So no, nothing. And I don't understand that. So I guess let's talk about articulation. So there's a couple things in here. The head is on a ball joint, so he can move around and such. There is inside here, there's a joint, so you can actually move the head left or right. So you can move these pieces like that. So it's kind of cool. Other than that, you can start to transform him up if you want to get his head higher. Now, the tail, you can raise up and you can have the gun out so that he can fire the gun, just like on the show. And then another feature on here, and this was the wow feature for me. Whenever I originally saw my first video on this figure and they showed this feature, I was like, wow, that is impressive. that's almost a gimmick enough to get me to buy it. And you take the horns and you pull them out, and they have little chains. Now you want to be careful. I thought that it came out farther than that. Yeah, it should. It's caught in there. There we go. So you have the chains, and he would shoot these out. They would wrap around the bad guys, and you would pull them back. So, dude, that is like an awesome feature. And see, I accidentally pushed in both of them. So the chain is super small, so you want to be careful because you probably could accidentally break that. This is probably not something that I will play with a lot, but you just lower it down in there, and then you just put the horns back on. Like I said, when I first saw that, that was the thing that made me second look at this thing. You know, other than the paint apps, which are wonderful on here, he has the chrome horns, paint apps on here, paint apps. It's so nice. And then the shiny like silver type paint that they use for this. There is die-cast parts, but it's really weird where they are. I don't think that any of this is this. Yeah, this gray piece I think is die-cast. It's cold. For some reason, like there's a piece in here that felt cold. It doesn't feel so cold anymore. Like that doesn't feel cold. This does right here. There was a piece, this piece right here felt like it was cold, but I've moved and touched it a few times, so it doesn't feel as cold as it once was. And this doesn't feel like this feels like this is plastic. So it does have weight to it, so I know that there's some metal in there somewhere, other than that chain, because I surely that chain does not weigh that much. So all right. Yeah, another short and sweet video. Not a lot. Oh, he can twist his head too. Cool. Yeah, not a lot of extra things going on with this guy. So I'll go ahead and I guess call this one. So if you do enjoy this video, please go ahead and like it if you can, or give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please think about doing that. I am on Facebook. This is Tambiota. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.